So I was trying to find the right lighting. It's just I have a new desk and a new setup. This is the second show that I've recorded on this new setup. So please forgive me. I'm rearranging my house. I'm rearranging everything. I got a desk for my birthday from a friend of mine. So I'm trying to work this all out. So yeah, so I think this lighting will work better than earlier. Hello, I'm James Lott Jr. And this is the When Calls to Heart After Show here on JLJ Media. I like to start out the show um, on a very sad note. Um, as I was recovering from hearing the news of a General Hospital actor, Johnny Wachter, who was shot and killed a couple of days ago um, in a robbery burglary attempt, and he was only 37. I'm part of the General Hospital community, and we are mourning that loss. I wake up to the news that our Hardy community has a tragedy on its hands, and I hope I'm saying her name correctly. Mamie Laverock, who played Rosaline on the show, who triumphantly returned last season, um, is on life support as of this recording. And I am in complete shock. 19 years old. I'm not going to go into the details. You can read that somewhere else. It really doesn't matter what the details are to me. It's sad, and we still don't know what's going to happen. I'm sending love and light and prayers to her family. Her mom and stepdad started a GoFundMe. Rob Nicole Compton started a GoFundMe. I You can find the GoFundMe on many of the fellow actors, especially Johanna Newmark, Andrea Brooks. They all posted it, and I retweeted it on my page too, on Twitter and Instagram, um, for her. If you want to contribute a little something, and I know personally, um, I've been on the receiving end of Hearties' kindness over the years. When I had family tragedy struck me, so I know some of you guys out there probably want to, if you want to give, please go check those some of your favorite actors pages. And I just, for her mom and her stepdad, I can't even imagine what they're going through. And so I just what I pray for usually is that the right people and the right hands and the right minds and the right hearts are there in her presence. So I was going to make sure I say that. And it's just I almost speechless compared. Just life can change in an instant, which I learned last year and other years of my life. Life can change in an instant. So there you go. Make sure I say that. This episode 8 of season 11, also had moments that made me cry. Also, and I'll tell you something. I'm going to start off with the the brothers storyline, and there's several things I want to say that are very personal to me. One, I have several brothers, and many of you know I had a brother Max who passed away about 6 years ago, and I was devastated. And I was part of the Hardy. The Hardy community completely enveloped me in my heavy grief of my brother Max. I miss him every day. Losing a sibling is just no one talks about it enough. How odd it feels and strange it feels, and some of you may know what I'm feeling and get it. Now, I had younger brothers, and I had a younger brother in particular who I live with now, and we're close now. Um, had a similar storyline to Joseph and Jacob's. Um, and it's so relatable. That I thought great job to the writers. Viv and Dorian, who came on as the brother, did such a make sure I say his name correctly too. I think it's Dorian did such a great job in their exchanges. For me, as a longtime Hardy's fan, I never thought in a million years I'd see two black men from a period piece get written a story with such depth and humanity and pain on a Hallmark show. I just never thought I saw it. So I want to commend the writers for doing that. And the fact that it's not a Black story, so I love that also, that anybody who has a sibling can relate, might be able to relate to this story. And it's funny because after a while, I was thinking to myself too, Joseph was so focused on the what. I know as fans too, we want to know what happened. First Minnie, then Henry, of all people, love it. Or like you're so focused on the what and the why. It's like, it's just he's hurt. He felt hurt by you. You both are kind of stubborn. And my younger brother and I went through that similar thing where I was the older brother and I met someone and I left. Felt abandoned. He felt left behind. We were very close. I watched younger kids. We were close, played together growing up. We had similar friends. It's that whole abandonment thing. And when you're younger, that's all you kind of feel. And it just manifests into anger and resentment and hurt and pain. And Jacob and the actor who played him just conveyed that so much. And and I love this showing the humanity side of Joseph, that he's not perfect. And that it took him a minute to get there. But with the help of Minnie, when she says, "You may not know what it is, but you know where to go to get the answer." And I was like, that's what it is, right? We're human. We don't always have the answers. And for those of us who believe in God or any of his teachings, we go there for solace and for answers, right? For other people, maybe some other higher power they go to. But the whole point is, we don't always know everything. We don't always have the answers. And that whole direction of just, well, why am I apologizing? Why am I apologizing? That wasn't even it. It's like, you're hurt and you're hurt by me. And I don't like it. And I just want to apologize for that. I just thought it was such a touching exploration. And we do get a piece of what happened. We get an answer later. That was the granddad. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. That was the granddad. Did not see that coming. And how when he died, when the brother Jacob's explaining that, his voice cracks. My cracked, and tears stuck in my face too. It's like he was just like, we used to sing together. Meanwhile, juxtaposed to this this voice of the valley choir thing happening. It's like, okay, there's something going on there. So it's kind of tied together a little bit. But the theme is going on with Tom, the theme of living in his brother's shadow. I'm an older brother, so I know my younger brother had to deal with that a lot of his life, and we've talked about it. So I know it can be tough. Not fair to that person. It's funny because when you're the older brother, you have all the responsibility and you have all the stuff going on. But for the younger brother, all you see is that everybody looks up to you. Everybody goes to you, and you miss them. It just so my brother and I, we talked it out, and we talked about it. But I just thought such powerful work was done. And in the end, of course, they're fine. They work it out. And so I just want to commend. I just never thought I'd see a story like that on What Calls the Heart. So it was really good. The other story, of course, is Pike coming to town. The mystery is still a mystery. And it was his first scene with Lucas was very interesting. He's like, if I tell you, they'll get to me. I'll be dead. It looks like if you don't tell me, is my life basically in danger? We never get an answer. And in the end, Pike is scared. He's willing to go to jail for 20 years to save his mother's life and his life. So whoever's in charge, he pointed to Montague But he makes it sound like it's somebody bigger than that. I don't know. Maybe it is Montague. We'll find out. He just really puts a scare in him. But I just start thinking, what if it's somebody bigger than Montague? What if they're working together? Whatever's going on. But the fact is, Rosemary and Bill, they saw his. They were like, no, he's scared. There's something going on. Mixed with Lucas considering Montague's bid and having that devil angel thing going on with Edwin going, do it, do it, do it. And Henry's like, come on, just stop it. And the Jeanette thing, he's not wanting to talk about it. He's just like, just trust me. And it's funny to see the evolution of Henry from season 1 to now is miraculous. It's amazing. I love it. And it feels natural. We saw the evolution over these last 11 seasons. So to have him be the voice of reason, it's gonna all go wrong. You know it is, right, folks? We know that, right? We know that. This is a drama. We know that, right? Let's get some of my water. Well, we know it, right? So I'm looking forward to this storyline also. And the Tom storyline, which is very cool. I want Tom and Faith. Tom, stay. Keep him. Put him and Faith together. Let's give her a story. I like them together. And I love when she asked him to dance, and he's looking at Nathan and Elizabeth. And he goes, "Listen, it is the 20s." And I was like, "That's so funny." The 20s. The Tom storyline was fun. It was another example of the town coming together. And overcoming and shutting Maisie down, of course. Of course, it's the town coming together. And this is what Hope Valley does. Every season we have to have at least one storyline, something where the whole town comes together for something. The Ned and Florence duet was so cute. Bicycle Big for 2, very cute. Love it. It's so he's trying to find a place for himself. And that's what's kind of funny with him and with Jacob, the brothers who live in the shadow of the brothers. It's a whole theme there. You get it? But them finding their own place out of the shadow, that's the story. Who cannot not relate to that? I know that's a sentence. Like that. Now I know with I want to say this last part. Let me make sure I get everything first I want to say in here. I took some little notes. I just want to make sure I get everything in there. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, good. We got everything in there. This Elizabeth Nathan romance. Now, did you look good together and everything? That's not an issue. I said, if you're a fan of them, you're getting storyline beats, you're getting longing looks, you're getting awkward moments, you're getting a romance. But I have to say, no, because it's gonna you guys are gonna come after me. I love it. You guys come after me you want to, it's fine. I think I have fatigue with Elizabeth and her men. I think I do. Because it's not that I'm not feeling it, but I'm not super into it. I thought I saw a spider. I'm like, there's a spider up there, come to get me. It's to me, I'm like, okay. I mean, I'm so interested in all the other storylines, to tell you the truth. And I feel like this season has been tough because it's a large cast. And I've said on here too, some people are like, well, we need to see more of this person and more of that person. But I've seen that they're kind of rotating. We didn't have Maysue and then really, part of that storyline today. We didn't have a lot of, but we had more of the, of Jacob and Joseph. We did give Ned and Florence their moment. Like so, there's little moment and getting Faith. When it's like so, they're trying to rotate. I think a little bit. Because it's funny not to see Lucas come on screen until like halfway through the show. Then he came on screen, where a lot of times he'd open the show. So it's like, so I get they're trying to rotate story, and now they're kind of tying it together. This whole town merging with the other town, and this whole thing happening. So I get that. But back to, it's I must have fatigue. I must have relationship fatigue with her because I'm just not. I'm not repelling from it. I'm just like, okay. I mean, they're gonna get together eventually. Just get them together. I mean, I really did follow the Lucas, and I'm not team again. I'm team Elizabeth, not team anybody. But I really. It's funny. I see why some people are just kind of like, okay, they're worn out because we really did invest in the Lucas Elizabeth thing. Like I said before, we're supposed to feel gut punched and upset when they broke up. That's the drama part of it. Now she's going with Nathan. She's leading that direction. But I'm just saying, I just don't. I'm not upset. I'm not super excited. I'm like, I think after Jack, after Lucas, I have fatigue. Relationship fatigue with her. I'm just watching Lee and Rosemary keating. I'm just following. I mean, everybody else right now. I'm kind of like I'm into everybody else's storyline so much that this one, okay, I guess they had some cute moments. You'll see it. And his moment with his daughter, well, his niece daughter singing, that was cute, and little Jack is cute, and I can understand why some folks are who are still watching are a little just like not super overly happy. But if you are a Nathan and Elizabeth fan, of course, they're giving it to you. They're giving you all the storyline beats. And they're building. So I can look at this two different. I'm looking at this two separate ways, I guess. So, but this episode again, in general, it's another A+ episode. I think honestly, the last couple episodes have been A+ to me. They've been really good. Where I didn't want them to end. I didn't want the episodes to end. And see, I hadn't felt that way in a long time. In the old days, I mean, that hour go by so fast. Like, no. These last few episodes, I really was delved in, and I was like, it's over. I don't want it to be over. I want to continue. I still want to do. So I just, for a season 11, episode 8 to do this. Thank you very much. That's where I'll end it. Be back next week, of course. It'll be June. It'll be in June. We have like 4 episodes left. Or 5 episodes left. 4 episodes left. Can't believe it's happening so fast. It's happening so fast. I just really can't believe it. And that's it. I love all you Hearties out there. Please stay safe. There's been some weird weather out there, parts of the country. My old home in Pittsburgh, I heard they have like tornadoes going on there. So be careful wherever you are. Lots of graduations happening. So happy graduation to a lot of my folks out there who are graduating. My grandson's graduating, so I got a thing. And my nephew's graduating, so I got a couple of things to go to for that. We're getting into that season. We're getting into summer. And I have more interviews coming. I have one set up this week with someone you like on When It Comes to Hearts. So I'll be doing that interview, and I'll be out later this week or this weekend. So stay tuned for that. And, of course, follow me everywhere. Bye.